Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an Animal Crossing New Leaf save editor tutorial and how to mod your New Leaf save file and hopefully not get it corrupted. I hope that this can help someone. I've been doing this for a couple months now and I know a lot of the YouTube tutorials are outdated, so let's get into it in 2025. So first things first, you will need Checkpoint. This happens when you obviously mod your 3DS. And you will need a SD card adapter for your PC unless your PC has an SSD card built-in slot. So I just bought this off Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. Not bad. But you will need that as well as Checkpoint. And this just kind of comes with modding your DS. So you will need to have Checkpoint installed before you do this New Leaf save editor. So there will be either other games on here if you have obviously played other games on your DS. So just click on Animal Crossing New Leaf and just click the A button and you're going to click New. You can see that I have a few save files, but you're going to actually click New and we're going to make our own save file. And this will be from the save file that you last saved your game with that you could mod. So I'm just going to name this one Test and then I will show you guys how to input it into the computer. Make sure you close out of here and then power off the device. And we are now going to remove the SSD card from the device and then put it into our PC. And it's super simple. Just press down on the SSD card and it'll pop up and then just pull it out. And then I'm going to plug this in and then put the SSD card in. So now that we're in the file, you're going to click on 3DS, Checkpoint, and then go to your saves. And then you will find Animal Crossing New Leaf down below. Click on it. And then I have 3 save files, but click on the one we just made, and you should see garden plus dot file. I highly recommend also copying this into a safe place, just in case something does get corrupted, that you can have the original save file. So after you have copied it, you can go ahead and click on this, and then we're going to grab that same file that you guys found, and we're just going to upload it onto the New Leaf save editor. And then it should open into this window. So this is my town map. And on the left, you can see you have the grass. You can see my paths, which are in brown. And on the right-hand side, if you scroll around, everything will light up. So wherever your villagers' houses are or what your public works projects are, it'll light up showing you exactly where it is on the map. If you go down below, you can actually see town acres, and this is where you can change your rivers, you can change your lakes, you can change your beach. I actually have never used this before just because I get a little bit nervous, but I have heard that you have to be very careful to make sure, your rivers are actually connecting and the arrows that you see are moving in the same direction. And then I've used a little bit of the town grass as well just to restore a few parts that were, not green anymore. And I enjoyed it, but overall I don't really use that too much. I kind of just go up here and you can see that if you click on anything, it'll get deleted. And then if you want to add something of the same thing, just go ahead and right click on it and then you will be able to left click on it and it will then show up. So let's go over the public works projects that you guys can have. If you just click on any of your current public works projects, you guys will be able to actually just change them into something else. So right here I have a sign. I mean, just be cautious. Don't really change a sign into something that's huge like a windmill or a lighthouse. Just be very careful and remember that, a lot of this stuff can get messed up quickly. I know that the rule is to at least have 1 lake and 1 rock still on your island. And just remember to keep that and make sure you can see the arrows moving through the river. Make sure that they're all facing the same way as well so you don't corrupt your save file. But it's super fun to use. I enjoy this a lot, and I think that it really makes the experience of New Leaf a lot better. But just be very cautious and remember that you are modding and things do happen. All right, and then let's move on to the next tab, which is the Players tab at the top here. So this is where you can actually change your name, you can change your gender, you can change your hairstyle, your hair color, eye color, face. I mean, you can change anything about yourself in here, which is super neat. I know that we get so much of that in New Horizons, but New Leaf unfortunately did not give us a lot of customization for characters, so it's super nice. I go in here sometimes and I'll change my eye color or I'll change my face just because, I mean, you can. Why not? There's a lot more information in here. You can change your house from here. You can change it to whatever color you want, whatever style you want. You have your patterns. You have badges from Venus here. I mean, you have your house. There's just so much you can do, which is super cool and super neat. I have not actually done anything in there. Same with the island. I have not done anything in here as well. I'm just kind of showing you guys what there is. I wouldn't honestly do anything. It really doesn't need anything, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. But this is cool. This is where I actually changed all my villagers. You can change whoever you want, and it'll actually show you a picture of each villager you click, which is super neat. I mean, because sometimes you don't really remember people by name, you remember them by faces. It'll tell you the personality, and then you can set villager data to default, or you can make them move in the next day if you want. But this is super cool. I've changed a lot of my villagers this way. It's super quick. You don't really have to worry about who am I going to get next if I move someone out. Here's the shops. I don't really change anything in here, but you can actually change what TNT, Retail, Gracie, whoever is selling for that day. You can also change turnip prices, able to search patterns. If Red is in town, you can change what he's selling. So it's really cool. I mean, the possibilities are honestly endless, which is super, super neat. And then finally we have other. I've never changed anything in here. This is just your fruit, your town name, the grass type, cliffside, I guess which side of the cliff it's on. I wouldn't change that honestly because I have the amiibo campground, so just don't mess around, too much with anything that shouldn't be messed around with. Your PWPs here, you can click them and it'll just show up. So you can obviously get that perfect town as well. So in the top right hand corner you will see save changes, and make sure you save. You will want to delete your old file before adding this new file in. Please don't forget this step. Once you have deleted the file, put the new file in. Okay, and now we can take SD card out and we can put it back in, and we're going to go back in the checkpoint now, and we're going to restore the save file. I'm actually not going to click on it just because I didn't really do anything. So just click on restore and it should load a little bit. Then go back to your home screen, and then we're going to boot up New Leaf, make sure everything's okay. All of our things that we had changed are in there and everything's running smoothly. Nothing's out of place. So, I mean, this is some of the stuff that I've done with the save file. You really can't get public works projects these close. So I like going in and just adding public works projects, to be honest, and like obviously flowers, but I haven't really done anything too crazy. Like I haven't changed the rivers, like I said, or the lakes. Everything is still kind of natural, but to get the public works projects pretty close, I've done this. You can see the trellises here, and then I also have the picnic blanket right below, kind of coming off into the river, which is super neat. And then this is also my favorite because unfortunately you're not able to add public works projects onto the beach. So I went in and I added this hammock to the beach and everything worked fine. I mean, it's not a problem, obviously. I'm able to use it and it hasn't bricked my system. So I hope that this helped you guys, and I hope that you guys, can share your builds with me, and I hope that this helps. Thank you so much for watching.